Hi guys, welcome back to this collab channel, and I'm here with you Lucy Tuesdays, coming at you with a super fresh story time. Super fresh. Like, this just happened today fresh, on Monday, in the middle of class. I basically had my very own Tana Mojo racist scandal. So without further ado, hope you enjoyed this video. So, I was in a drama group on Facebook. Notice I say was. Love this group, love the people in it. They are great, they're super rational, they call people out when they do stuff wrong, which I have to respect. If a Facebook group is gonna not be, monitored or regulated, it's gonna be chaotic and it's gonna implode. That's happened to a ton of groups. So there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta regulate people, you have to ban people if they break rules, if they say things that are not acceptable. You can't keep those people in a group that is 6,000 members. So I'm in this group with 6,000 members, and one of my homegirls decides to make a post about this creepy guy that she's been talking to, and in the screenshots that she posts, in the text between her and this guy, she makes a comment about not liking a certain type of music, and she calls it blank music, and blank is the slur I'm talking about here. And it's not the term you're thinking of, it's not the one that immediately comes to mind. But when you kind of think about it, it is offensive. If you'd never heard the term before and you read it, you'd be like, that sounds kind of offensive, but I don't know what it's actually referring to. And when I first read it, I thought she was talking about Playboy bunnies. So there's a little bit of a hint of what it is. I thought it was talking about dirty Playboy girl bunny dancing. I don't know, that just made the most sense to me. So that's what I assumed she was talking about. A couple of the comments say something about her using that term, and I'm like, oh, they think she's slut-shaming another girl or something, or maybe slut-shaming a genre, maybe? I don't know. I don't really get it. And then all of a sudden one of the people who run the group comments that she's been banned from the group for being a racist piece of blank. And I'm thinking, is that what it meant? It was it was a slur? They probably just assumed she was racist, which is fair. You can't keep people like that in your group. Totally understand. And so I texted her and I was like, dude, you got banned from... And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, that term. And she texted me back. Let me get the messages. Okay, so what she replied is, whatever, man, I've literally called club music blank music for so long that it doesn't even register. Then I read the post again and realized that they called my friend a piece of blank, and I was like, man, I can't believe they called you like that too. I'm gone. And so I screenshot that part of the conversation part that said, whatever, man, I've called it blank music for so long it doesn't even register. And then my reply of me saying, oh man, they called you a piece of blank too, I'm gone. That's all that was in the screenshot. And I commented that on the thread that she posted, and then immediately bounced from the group because I was like, I'm not gonna take all this backlash for defending my friend. I'm just gonna comment with the screenshot that says she didn't know what she was saying, and then bounce because nobody's gonna believe me anyway, so at least I will have tried. I leave the group, and I have a couple friends who are still in the group. And the group's calling me racist, they're calling my friend racist, they're stalking my profile and personally attacking me because I'm a sociology major and I shouldn't put up with racism and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, totally hit the nail on the mark. That's what I was trying to achieve by that screenshot. I wanted to let everybody know what a racist I am. Hold on a second, let me call my Hispanic boyfriend real fast and let him know that his girlfriend's racist. Hey babe, are you at class yet? Why'd you take the phone call? Well, I just wanted to let you know that it's been confirmed by about 6,000 people on the internet that apparently I am racist, so you might want to break up with me sometimes, because that's not a very good quality, for an interracial relationship of over a year. That's not good. How does that even make sense? If you stalked my profile that hard, you could probably figure out that my boyfriend's Hispanic. How can you just assume that someone is a racist for defending their friend for using a slur that they didn't know what it meant. How are you gonna just call someone a POS without like educating them first, you know, on the word they used? And this is by no means all the stuff they said. Like, they tore into one of my friends who's a woman of color, and they were like getting on to her about being friends with us, and they were like, well, I'm glad they're not racist towards you, and like all this BS. Isn't the whole idea of being a racist associating everyone of one skin tone with a bad thing? Like, why would I even associate myself with any people of a different skin tone? Why would I be in a group with people with different skin tones? You know, are you catching the pattern? Like, none of this makes sense. Their logic is completely... And like, they're sitting here making backstories on us and like trying to make up, you know, reasons how we're racist and all this stuff. And keep in mind, all I contributed to this conversation is a screenshot of my friend saying she did not understand it, and me saying, yeah, I'm leaving the group because they called you a piece of... So, the moral of the story is, I know it's really hard today because people are just slinging around whatever words they want and not really caring about the repercussions. And I'm not saying that's what my friend did. This is totally separate now. And you want to automatically just go up and punch them in the face and tell them, you can't be saying words like that. That's not okay. But really what needs to happen is you need to walk up to that person. You need to ask them, sir, do you realize the words you just said and how derogatory that is towards many, many people and what it stands for? If that person replies saying yes, then sure, give them a good hard sock to the face. But if they say no and they hear out your concerns, just explain to them that that's not okay to say, and explain to them that that's not an okay word to be using to describe people. That is how you get the message across. It's not by just automatically assuming everyone's a racist for defending their friends for using slurs. It baffles me. You have to be able to educate people effectively. You can't automatically jump to being offended. It's not gonna work. For any people struggling with slurs, if you don't know what it means, go visit your friendly Urban Dictionary or Merriam-Webster before you use it. You can't sling those words around. And people jumping down others' throats, ask questions, educate, get the point across, make sure it doesn't happen again. But you can't jump straight to insulting people for saying something if they don't really know like the whole meaning behind them. How are you ever gonna get across? You're not. And that's it for today's video, your Lucy Tuesdays. I loved being here, can't wait to be back. I hope you enjoy my video. And I am so sorry that we didn't have any features last week. They all seemed to flake on us. So if you're interested in featuring on our channel and you are a reliable YouTuber who can put their video in MP4 format, then please get a hold of us because we are still looking for people to feature and actually follow through with it. Hope y'all are having a great day.
Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
You need to be watching people, you need to keep out for your people, love them, ask them if there's something wrong, and if you need someone to talk to, please come to me.